there right now. Let's bring some others in. And let me tell you, I had to find that cube that controls the audio there. Good evening, and this is Popeye Live on Texas Biker Radio. We don't have a number assigned to this one. We just jump on whenever there's something going on out there. And, and this evening I invited our Club SA, Sons of Liberty Riders MC SA Dutch.
How y'all doing tonight?
And so, we got some stuff to talk about, including things that I said I wouldn't talk about again, but it's just too good. It's just too good. So, let's... Dutch Greg Abbott today signed in 7 new gun laws, including constitutional carry. Now, this is I think good for the most part. It depends on what's in the details, but he's making all the right moves. He's making people happy. And, of course, he's now talking about Texas building the wall.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So make sure you speak up into that mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anyway, he's talking about building a wall, doing all this stuff. Let me tell you, if he doesn't get it done, there's going to be hell to pay. So if you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk, everybody. That's what we're saying.
I believe he's going to do it all.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I got hope in him.
We'll see what happens. We'll see how much law enforcement he's willing to put on the border issues. And, I do have a suggestion. We've got people that are doing these gang databases that are sitting in these facilities. They're sitting on their asses looking at computers and inputting data. They can't be that busy because there's not that much stuff going on with motorcycle clubs. That's for damn sure. So I would suggest that he start picking out law officers out of that group right there first. You can hire some morons to do that stuff, to input data. You don't need trained law enforcement officers if they're, if they're worth a damn, sitting on their asses in these facilities rather than out doing real work. That's what I'm saying, everybody. That's what I'm saying. So, if he needs some people, some extra bodies down there on the border, I suggest he start there.
I'll go.
Hey, it sounds good to me.
It'd be fun.
And so, you guys, if you say you guys in the chat room, if you cuss or anything like that, or make a word that, or say a word they don't like, that YouTube don't like, they'll block you. And of course, I have to think about it for a second and go over there and make it where it can be seen. And I don't care if you want to cuss a little, carry on. You know what? You deserve it. you deserve the ability to speak out. And you can get so damn mad you can't see straight, and you're going to say something derogatory. And I'm capable of it.
I know I am.
I spent 5 years in the Navy, and hey, I know how to bring it. Yeah, but anyway, Abbott is talking the talk. Let's see what he does, and of course, the Democrats. And when they call a special session. One thing they're going to be dealing with is the security of the vote in Texas. And of course, all these Democrats ran up to Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
to bitch about it. These Democrats out of Texas, out of the legislature, run up there to bitch about it. And Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, whoever else was listening up there, and raising hell about it. You know, okay, hey, it's not right.
Something has to be done about her.
So,
I mean, she's out of control.
And there's this bill that's coming up called S1. I've heard it called different names, but it's about making it where Democrats will stay into office for the next 100 years. They're going to be doing all kinds of stuff, including ballot harvesting and all that kind of stuff. You know, so they are trying to push that through, and the only thing standing in the way is the Senate. But let me say this. We need to be active about that crap, because they have the capabilities, even if they lose, to stick this stuff back in down the line. So we have to watch what's going on. We don't have any time to relax, everybody. We don't. We've got to take it to them. That's certainly what we got to do. That's what Constitutional Warriors is all about. This page right here is all about the Constitution, trying to save our constitutional rights. And this being shoved down our throat, everybody. This push toward socialism, this push toward communism, whatever name you want to throw on it would be right. This push is coming head on at us. They don't care what we think. They don't care if they can steal a vote, they're going to do it. If they can make it where machines can cheat, they're going to do it. And hey, we may get thrown off over this. And Dutch, I've been saying this for weeks that I can't imagine. But there are people that have disappeared. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And I'm surprised we're not. So, hey, if you see any trolls on our chat line there, let me know. We'll get rid of them. Let me know who they are. And so, Judge, what we have, they don't stop. Just when Dr. Fauci was disappearing from the talk shows, there he is back. There he is back, promising that, hey, we're going to have this shit forever. We got more viruses coming down the pike, and they're going to be ready, like they were for this one. Of course, Dr. Fauci played a part in creating this shit. So, Dr. Fauci should be fired. But here he comes back again, talking about all the different variants and all the other viruses that are out there that could be a potential problem. Trying to show that they're on top of it, when they're the ones that created it in the first frickin' place. Doing stuff they shouldn't have been doing, and working with the Communist Party. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
And viruses are going to be the death of us all. That's how they found a way to cage us up.
They kill 4 million people worldwide, everybody.
Yeah.
4 million people jacking around with something they shouldn't have been jacking around with. Weaponizing it, what they're doing. Weaponizing it. There's a lot of people that should be in jail, including some Chinese. And during that G7, they just tap danced. Is all they did. Russia got everything they wanted. Putin is walking in tall cotton. And the whole time, you heard me say the other night that they were scared to death he was gonna blow it. And he did have a few gaffes.
Yeah.
He did.
I thought he was going to blow it myself.
Yeah. So, I mean, But let me get around to who's missing. Have you noticed all the people that were talking about the audits? A guy named George, he called himself Q.
Yeah.
Then there was Doug TeNapel, and the list runs on and on that were talking about these audits. They have all but one disappeared off of YouTube. You can't find one. I'd search for them all day just to see what was going on. There's one, and the one guy is the Lumberjack Logic. Yeah, let me see if I can find him here. I'll show you a picture of him.
Never heard of that
Let me
one.
swing this around. This is a guy right here. He's always talking about the audits and other stuff. I mean, he does stuff other than that. In this particular video right here, he's chasing mosquitoes. He lives in Minnesota, and so yeah, I did find him today. All the ones that are generally real good at it,
Gone.
gone,
Jeez.
gone. But what you will find if you type in Arizona audits, what you will get is a whole bunch of the mainstream media talking about it. A whole bunch of them, a whole slew of them. So that means they're sending you, they're getting rid of these people, and then they are sending you to the mainstream media for your information on the audits. And you can imagine what that's like. It's a piece of shit. It's a bunch of lies. And most of it aimed at Trump. So it just goes on and on and on. And Tucker Carlson tonight was talking about, the big bookmakers, the publishers, are not doing conservative type material. So now they're controlling what books they're going to put out there. But luckily, there's a new outfit coming along that's going to fill the void, and they're going to publish conservative type books and people that have a different opinion. And so, there's two entrepreneurs there that are going to fill that void. Thank goodness for them. It's two ladies, and one of them has been in the publishing business for years. But you got to know what's happening to us. You got to understand, and I know you guys on the chat line too. You've got to help us spread the word. Got to help us spread the word, man. It's insanity what's going on out there. Absolutely insanity. So, I mean, let me see what I got going on here. Hell, I done lost my place. Man, I hate these things. Yeah, it just changes on something. Oh, wait a minute, there he is. Yeah, what we got going on? We got more recalls going on in California, everybody. Oh my God! Hey, look.
What?
Whoop-hoo. We got another recall here. This councilman of Venice Beach, and he's a progressive councilman, and evidently what he was doing, I do believe what he was doing, he was instrumental in helping shut hundreds of businesses down in favor of all the homeless people that were living along the sidewalks, threatening beachgoers and tourists and everything else, threatening everybody, causing all these businesses to close down, gone forever. And so this Bonham guy was, I guess, instrumental in helping the homeless people just stay there for the better part of a year or more. And what they've done with them, they haven't moved them all off to hotels. What they've done with them is moved them off to different areas. Same thing they do here in Texas.
Yep.
I guarantee you right now, I can go over into Dallas or Fort Worth and find homeless people bunched up together, and they'll remain there until they get moved.
Right there under 35W.
That's right. Out there off Interstate 35W
Beach
in
Street.
Fort Worth, and then 35E in Dallas.
Yep.
They had a big old campground going over near Forest or Royal Lane. They had a big one going, and then they go run them out of there off of somebody's property. But it's incredible because these people, they see safety in numbers. They don't want to go to a place where there's rules. I mean, I guess I can see their point. If I was homeless, if I was living in a cardboard box, I'd at least try and build me a 2-story one.
Yeah, I would.
I'm just saying, everybody. What the hell am I going to park my bike in? I need a bigger box. Just saying, everybody. Just saying.
Maybe we should go interview some.
You know what, Dutch? Portland. It just keeps getting better, everybody. It just keeps getting better. The entire crowd control unit, police officers, have left the force. They've resigned. They've had enough. The city council doesn't back them. Everything's out of freaking control. Homeless people are everywhere. There's shitting everywhere. You know, they put up facilities for them and they still shit on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
It's amazing. And they've got druggies that are just out there, they got the shakes, they're talking to themselves, they're carrying on. They're people walking along the sidewalk just walk past them like it's no big deal. And the homeless guys that are drugs and messed up, they're just giving them the what for.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, but no law enforcement?
But, we got our problems with law enforcement, but I mean, we're not anti-law enforcement, especially if you're walking down the road and all of a sudden you got shit on your boot. And let me tell you, it's out of control. It's out of control. Seattle's the same damn way. Oh, guess what? LA's the same damn way. I do believe in Dallas, if you did that, they'd do something with them or to them. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I don't think anybody around here is going to put up with that very long. Really, that's the point of it. But let me talk about, and I said last night I wasn't going to talk about these frickin' morons anymore. But Dutch, I mean, you know who I'm talking about?
I have an idea.
Who would it be?
It could be just about anybody. I'm not even going to guess.
It would be the Frog News Network. You guys, listen to this.
Are they still even there?
Ever since my heart attack back in 2001, I've been an avid mall walker. Mm-hmm. I go up there; it's close to my home. I walk there almost, at least 4 times a week. And while I'm walking around, I'm listening to the radio or listening to YouTube. And so I tune in, couldn't help it, just to see what was being said, what was freaking ridiculous. And you know what they were saying? After all this ridiculous stuff I've mentioned, They get on there today and they said, well, what we need you to do is control your expectations.
How do you do that?
In other words, all that BS thrown out there, and there was more of it today, all that BS thrown out there about tribunals, everything else, Biden's fixing to be arrested, carrying on about everything. Now they're saying, well, wait a minute, control your expectations. This stuff may not happen immediately. May happen down the road. But they said also, in the same breath where they're telling you not to expect these things to happen in a timely fashion, in the same breath they tell us that Trump could be coming back tomorrow.
That's the rumor I hear.
Yeah, he's coming back tomorrow. He's going to the border. There's going to be a triumph, a big triumph, and he's coming back then, and Joe Biden's going to be arrested.
I can only wish.
Yeah, well, everybody wishes that. I mean, people are so freaking desperate that they're believing this stuff. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
When I get some inkling that something really is going to happen. But they were saying that today, control your expectations. But here's what could happen tomorrow. Oh, then again, it could happen on another date, holiday.
Somebody keeps telling me July 4th.
Yeah, July 4th, and then there was another one in between that. Had to do with the military celebration. I can't remember what it was. But it just keeps coming. And these people have tens of thousands of subscribers. I admit it's freaking entertaining. But it's a comedy of morons that just keep pushing the goalposts. And like I said, I'll be very happy if any of this happens.
Oh yeah, so will I.
But I do not see the military gearing up to take this country back, to save it from a communist abyss. I don't see any of it. And so these guys just continue on. But don't have any expectations that this is going to control it. And besides that, God's in control. God is in control. If it don't happen tomorrow, it's his damn fault. And I'll tell you right now, I can't wait for tomorrow to see what happens. I can't wait. You not think I'm going to be busting their ass as each of these dates click off? I'm not going to put up with this bullshit. And I don't want people contributing their hard-earned money on the shit they're selling, T-shirts, whatever else, over a con job. And it's just like I said with these people that have disappeared off of YouTube. They're all fighting with each other now.
Oh yeah, I mean,
they're all fighting with her. Doug Tanaple and George and Q or whatever the hell he is. It's like I said, does this do more damage to our cause? Because some people, the outlandish crap they're saying, YouTube's not throwing them off. YouTube is letting it ride. And why is that? Then again, they're letting us ride. I do not think we're throwing out any false information out there. Anything we're going to put out to you is we have to have proof that it's happening. And besides that, if it doesn't, we'll let you know that we were wrong. We were wrong. And we're not begging you to buy a t-shirt or any products or anything. We're not doing that. We're just trying to give you some information, whether it be about bikers' rights or whether it be about stuff that's happening on a state and national scene, that kind of stuff. That's all we're doing. And we've been doing this for years. This studio right here is full. It's full. We've got 10, 13 years worth of wiring and all kinds of crap here from when we first started. And the good thing about it is that a lot of this stuff, I need to get rid of a bunch of it because it's no longer required. Because as technology moves along, it takes less and less to do one of these podcasts. It takes a good computer, a good monitor, and plenty of practice. That's what it takes, and the ability to talk and keep something going and keep it coherent. I can tell when there's days we're off. Yeah. And it hadn't been any easier with my cancer surgeries and stuff, and it affects my speech. It hasn't been easier. But we still do it at least once a week, and many times I'm on here in between our weekly podcast, especially when something happens. And boy, I can't wait for tomorrow, what happens at the border. And I can't wait for Trump to be arrested if that's any kind of bullshit that's going to happen, which I don't believe it is.
I don't see it. I don't see him being arrested.
We'll see. If it does happen, I'm going to be a happy son of a gun. I'm going to be outside shooting my AR-15. So I might be in jail. It's crazy. It is crazy. But the one thing that we know is true, these people that have put themselves in a position, and they've been working at this for 100 years, the Socialist Party, the Communist Party, all these people have been around a long, long time. They've compromised our schools, they've compromised our politicians, they've compromised bureaucrats. The list runs on and on and on. The FBI, the CIA, I mean, it's just amazing. Amazing how swiftly this all happened in 2020. It's amazing. They had theirs, when it comes to that, they had their shit together. They really did. And, like I said, this is all our fault. All our fault because we elected them again and again and again and allowed them to collude with each other. We created it. And now we've got to take it back. However that happens. However that happens. And I do believe that next opportunity is 2022. It's not going to be before that. We've got to secure these votes. We've got to make sure this doesn't happen again. That they can't manipulate anything. Anything. And with that, everybody, hope you have a great evening. And look, if anything happens tomorrow, we'll be back on. Oh yeah. This ought to be interesting. We need more states to do what Abbott is doing and what Florida is doing and others are doing, we need to push state sovereignty, and we need not to let I think it's S1, that bill that federalizes the vote. We cannot let that happen. You need to call your congressman, you need to call your senator, you need to send them an email, whatever. Let them know that we're watching, we're not going to put up with it, don't approve it, don't do it. With that, this is Butch, Popeye, Moss,
And Dutch.
and Dutch, our club episode. Have a great evening, everybody.
See y'all.
See ya.